today we are starting our night or our day, our video in Mexico here, as you can clearly see. Everybody's been having drifting fun lately. I've been filming a lot of drifting fun lately, but I haven't been doing a lot of drifting fun lately. There's an autocross tomorrow morning. I'm putting on the nice tires, the RE71Rs, which I would just cry if I were to do something to those that I may potentially do right now. It's been long overdue for me to do some of my own little shenanigans here, so oh my god, it's a dog attack. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're way too big for this situation. I think these autocross events I'm pretty ready for lately, and I think as long as I'm bringing the right tools, etc., I can really skim down the amount of camera equipment I bring, and I can kind of make this a little more of a casual experience. This, I believe, will be much easier for me to just have a good time and put out a video in a decent short time. So can't wait to get there. Alright guys, so I'm going to explain this next little part to you because I think I failed to keep the clip where I did explain it in the video. But this is a double points event. PBIR hosted a tournament this year, 2020, where the winner of 2020 cumulatively in the points race will get free admission to every autocross event in 2021. Now this all sounds very, very intriguing, but we spent a couple of events at other events doing drifting, for instance, or covering drift events. On top of that, Skylar is so far ahead that even with today's results, I decided, I'll just let you know now, that we're not pursuing it. I'm not going to try to crawl back and take that away from him. Most likely, Skylar will come out with the win, just because it's usually in our class me and him battling each other constantly. So that's it. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I will catch you later on. It's like entering a quarantine zone nowadays. I mean, it is. A lot of dope ass cars here, and then there's my car. The Crossfire, like full on race car. I never see the older 911s like fully raced out, so that's pretty interesting to see. Not necessarily even older. Look at me, West Palm Beach has spoiled me. Ooh, maybe that's the future for me. Mini grams. I got the same wheels on my car. So. Just a casual McLaren at Autocross. I think that the replacement cost of the tires on this car might be the entire cost of my car. He rocks Conquer helmets too, that's what I'm talking about. Me too. Oh yeah. Racing my dad at Autocross. Alright guys, here we go for our first lap. Should be pretty fun. A lot of newcomers this event, so it's pretty cool. It's just cool to see a lot more people coming out to try this, and in cars like that too, you know.
man, my brake pads suck. I think that track day like really f***ed up my pads, man. They are not biting. Before that really tight hairpin, I'm not braking, and I really need to put in just a little bit of brakes there just so I can arc around that corner a lot faster. That is the one true mistake I'm making right now. Other than that, I'm just kind of being an asshole to these RE71s. I have not checked. I love that thing. I have not checked my tire pressures yet at all. I did it earlier just to set them. I kind of just want to set them and then see what the first session does to them and kind of just get more knowledge and information about tire pressures. Every time I change stuff, I'm not always confident I know what I'm doing. So I want to make sure I know what I'm doing and why I'm doing things. Smoking these brake pads, man. Pro tip: when you're in line like this, don't be on your brake pads. Don't be holding it. Like, I think I see somebody up there doing it. He's just holding on to his brakes right now. If your brake pads are super hot, you're gonna make your pads essentially like melt to your rotors. So just a heads up there. Good. If anything, today is a really good test session, and these RE71s are really at the end of the life. There's about to be a lot more changes to the car coming very soon, just in terms of braking and finishing up the power. So having a day like today where we can just have good old seat time and just time with the car and just learn more and more is like invaluable. I love having a place like this that's so close and that's relatively cheap seat time, just to keep learning the car and getting better with it as time goes on. I mean, I love it more and more every race I do, so it's absolutely a blast. All right, guys, we are pulling up now to our second session.
Before we jump right into this second session, I want you to know two things that we changed on the car. One of which, we left the tire pressures where they were. So they were relatively high. They were somewhat in the 30s, 32s. On top of that, we also loosened the compression in the rear by 1 click. And I believe the combination of higher tire pressures creating less grip and then more grip in the rear by having a looser setup kind of made an awkward scenario, and you'll see the detriment in the times in this session. So I just wanted you to know that before we jump right into it.
Yeah, these brakes, man, they feel like shit and they smell like shit. I definitely fried them at that event, the track event, so thank you. That they feel really good. Yeah, they feel good. I just need to get used to that.
So if you guys are paying attention to the subtitles, the changes that I made on the car absolutely ruined this session. So with that in mind, we're just going to skip to the third and final session, in which I hit my fastest times and pretty much sealed the deal, or at least put us in place for the rest of the event.
All right, guys, so this is going to be our last session, and then after this we're just going to be chilling. So right now I'm trying to beat make sure to seal the deal on Skylar, who's running right now, and try to see if I can beat my time, which is a 51.7 right now. I gotta admit, I'm not too thrilled on my brake situation. These stock pads, like, you can really feel they really suck in hard braking. Starting to realize that I need to get the real deal. had to be the one, man. Holy titties. Call it there. Oh, that was a little bit too much. Oh man, times like these with this car just like light me up, man. That was just way too funny. That was kind of a reckless ending, and that's why I'm gonna stop here. Whenever I kind of catch myself starting getting into that reckless behavior stuff, or I start not caring, is generally where I cut it off. It's mostly me. I start noticing I'm losing concentration. That's what, like, those things, although it might have looked cool, I doubt that was faster. And it was more so the symptom of my mistakes, not necessarily good things I was doing on my end. God damn. So we finally beat the Miata, but of course, as I was saying earlier, it's mostly due to his tires. He's like on cords, I think, on some areas. I think we're gonna come away with the 4-cylinder win, which is pretty sick. So 4-cylinder, naturally aspirated. I'm pretty stoked that I kind of beat my original time, which I was balls out the first session. And then third session, I think I beat my original one. So I'm very, very happy with that, because it's hard to improve just naturally without just like throwing parts at this point, because I feel like my driving is getting better and better. So like I'm getting to that point where like just cleaning up my mistakes only accounts for so much time. But I'm really stoked. I'm really proud of the homies. David did really awesome. Everybody did really awesome. There he is. How'd you do? You do all right? Hey, you're still doing it. You're still doing it. It happens. Yeah. Well, it's a hot ass day, and we got lucky this morning for a little bit, but it's pretty piping right now. Nobody's cars are doing well. All the STIs like go in line with their hoods up and shit. Like every turbo car is freaking out. So.
Okay, starting with 4-cylinder, normally aspirated. Quick time of the day, Ryan Daring.
Yee. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Alright, we're
Hell yeah, first cone, baby.
aspirated. Russ Carnap again.
Yeah, yeah.
Good job. 6-cylinder turbo.
Alright guys, that is gonna wrap up today's video. I'm going to keep it pretty short because I have a lot of videos coming out, and I'm like on the way home to edit and finish the Sebring Drift event video, which I really should have been done with earlier. But one thing I've really decided lately is I'm gonna start making edits a little more simple. That way I'm not spending so much time on really complex transitions, and I can produce more media that way. Hopefully we all benefit from that change, because I think it'll help me also get more stuff out to show more drivers, honestly, to show more content, because the way I do things, having it more complex, it limits how much stuff I can put in. But that is going to be it for this time. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you on the next one. If you have any questions, as always, leave it down in the comments. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you feel like it. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace.